8:37. Okay, yeah. So we are going to start today's session. So this is going to be about the last few concepts, the left out concepts of inventory, and we are going to see an introduction, about what is logistics, what is SCM, what are the types of logistics or the process of logistics, and we have to seriously discuss about green logistics, that is sustainable SCM. Okay, just an introduction part, not the detailed part, because if you take logistics and SCM, it's it's a vast area. So there you have procurement, transportation, you have many transportation calculations, you have many calculations to um, work out on the economy of scale in transportation, production, storage, and everything. And again, warehouses are a separate a study, it would take at least 2 to 3 sessions to complete warehouse alone, okay, to study everything about warehouse alone. So we are going to just see the introduction and the few important basic points in logistics and SCM. So before that, we will finish off this inventory related few calculation. Okay. So let's start. Okay. So these are the few mathematical calculations which we have for the types of inventory levels. So if a question is being asked in your exams, okay. So if a question is being asked in your exams regarding the how you will calculate the reordering level, or how you will calculate the maximum level of inventory in a company ABC, and they have given few values for reorder level or reorder quantity, and minimum ordering period. So they have already given these values, and uh, please stop scribbling on the PPT. Okay, so this is not at all professional. Don't do this. Don't behave so childish. If you want to speak or ask anything, just raise your hand so that I can give you some time to speak, but don't do this stupidity anymore. Okay, so it's disturbing others as well. So I'm requesting no any representative from maybe Adira or Tintu, we do have, I think, we do have possibility in this what do you say, this meet, that is so that you can stop the participants from doing all kind of these things. So whatever, I'm not noticing this on each and every session. So whoever is doing this, just stop doing this. Okay, don't repeat the stupidity anymore. If you don't want to attend the session, please leave the session. Please don't attend the session. Please don't disturb others as well. Clear?
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am, I will ensure, ma'am. No worries. Don't worry,
Yeah,
ma'am.
please. We do have that provision, no, in this online session. I mean, in
Yes,
this
ma'am.
on video. Yes. Please
Yes,
stop
ma'am, I
that
will.
participant, doing this
Okay.
hereafter. Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So what were we seeing about the reordering level, the calculations regarding the reordering level? So questions will be, your question patterns, this will be like the minimum level, how to calculate the minimum level, how will you calculate the maximum level, and how will you calculate the, danger level, of a company ABC or XYZ. So one or two values they would have already mentioned in the question paper. So they would have mentioned this is the average consumption of the company, and this is the cost of goods sold, or this is the average inventory presently available in the company. So few inputs would have been already mentioned in the question. So based on those valuations, based on those values, you have to make the calculations. Just remember these formulas, and before appearing for the examination, just go through these formulas and remember these formulas for calculating the different types of inventory levels. Okay, there is not much to know, say, it's a simple mathematical calculation. We have a formula, ready-made formula for this. just go through this. Okay. So inventory cost. So what is an inventory cost? The cost of holding an inventory, buying an inventory, storage of an inventory, managing the inventory. Everything comes under inventory cost. Okay. So there is a calculation for calculating this inventory turnover ratio. This is so important for the companies, for any logistic companies, for any production companies, calculating the inventory turnover ratio. This is very, very important. Why? Because they will have an idea about whether they are making the right decisions on holding the inventory, whether they are making the right decisions on buying, storing the inventory. So, and they will be, planning to do the same for future needs as well, for future use as well. I mean, maybe in another 3 months or no, maybe for the next season, they will be planning to procure more inventory, planning to produce more, and planning to store more. So calculating this turnover ratio will give a clear idea whether the company is going on the right track. Okay. So that's why every company or every production company or every warehouse, every logistic company for that matter, has to calculate the inventory turnover ratio. Maybe they may have a a time frame for calculating this. Maybe for a fees, it may be for seasonal, or it may be calculated for on based on I mean for every year it may be calculated. So this is the basic formula, that is inventory turnover ratio is calculated at calculating the cost of goods sold, that is cost of goods sold for a particular period of time, say for 1 year, divided by the average goods in hand. So this is the formula for calculating the inventory turnover ratio. So if the ratio, so how will the company know, whether they have made the right decision or not? So if the ratio is higher, say 5 and above, the ratio if the ratio is higher ratio, if it is little higher, so the company can understand, okay, it has done a good job, or they are in the right track. But if they are having a lower ratio, it refers to there is a decrease in the sales. So it's always better to have a higher ratio. Okay. So this is the formula, that is before calculating the inventory turnover ratio, you need to understand, you need to have the value of average inventory cost with you. Okay. Because this dollar sign, it represents the cost of goods sold, and this goods which it has mentioned in this picture, it refers to the average inventory right now the company is holding in hand. So we have to know how much inventory presently the company is holding in the hand. So for that we need we have the formula beginning inventory plus ending inventory divided by 2. Okay. And finally we will get the average inventory. So having that average inventory value, you can go with the calculation of inventory turnover ratio, which is cost of goods sold for a particular period of time. Okay. Maybe for 3 months or for 6 months or for 1 year or whatever it is, by average inventory presently the company is holding right now. Clear? And be very sure that if the average inventory is higher, I mean ratio is much higher, it means the company is holding good inventory, and profit will be okay. So company is on the right track. But if the average inventory is very low, the company may meet the demand may be suddenly the demand may arise from the market, but the company may not be holding the enough inventory to supply the demand immediately. Clear? So this is how it is calculated. So all you need to have is study this. I mean, have a I mean, go through this formulas, okay, before your examinations. You will have an understanding, and that's why instead of giving only the formulas, I have given definitions of how to calculate these things. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what about the forecasting working on this inventory? Is the same way?
Based on the results, the company will decide on the forecast. Forecasting is not presently done in calculating this inventory. Here
So
the
it is not related. Forecasting is not going to relate to inventory, am I right?
Not with this thing, not with the present inventory turnover ratio. Forecasting will not be calculated. For forecasting, we have different formulas for calculating. This is to understand what is the company whether right now, whether they are in the right track.
Okay.
Not in the future, right now whether or no they are going good, whether they should procure more, or the inventory which they are holding right now is enough for this present season. Clear?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so and then we have economic order quantity. Again, this is a calculation. So in other words, it's called as financial purchase quantity or economic buying quantity. And this is also very important for any production companies, because the company will try to understand whether they are good in holding the inventory cost. I mean, it will help the company to minimize the cost they are spending in holding the inventory, minimize the cost. Whereas inventory turnover ratio, it will guide the company whether they should procure more or the present inventory is enough for them. Whereas economic order quantity will help the company to understand or help them to how to control the investment, control the cost in holding the inventory. So this is the formula, that is square root of 2 into demand into ordering cost divided by carrying cost. So here D represents demand, S represents ordering cost, and H represents carrying cost. So while appearing for the examinations, you don't have to worry the values for demand, ordering cost, those things will be already they would have mentioned. So all you have to do is remember the formula, use those values, substitute those values in the formula, and go with the calculation. So that is all you have to do. The only thing is, you have to while calculating the inventory turnover ratio, you need to have in hand the average inventory. Okay, so for that you have that formula, right? So average inventory is equal to beginning inventory plus ending inventory divided by 2. So once you have this value in hand, it's very easy to calculate inventory turnover ratio. And for economic order quantity, the values mostly it will be mentioned in the question paper. All you have to do is substitute the values and go with the calculation. Clear?
Mom, what is the C? There is one DSC, what C cost per unit, but there is no where we were to add the C over there. C cost per unit.
Oh, okay. C. Okay. Fine. See, sometimes few calculations it may have C as well, that is cost per unit. So here you have this ordering cost, right? So sometimes you have to be calculating the ordering cost as well. Reordering cost, you remember the reordering cost? It was given in the first slide. So reordering, yes. So that formula you have to use it, and first find out the ordering cost, that is ordering level, and then go with the calculation.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And finally, holding cost, if the holding cost is not mentioned anywhere, or the carrying cost or the holding cost, you can just go with I into C, that is holding cost into cost per unit, and then go with the formula. So after you will get the get the value of holding cost, that is in this is in percentage, this is in exact money value. Okay, that's in percentage, and this is exact money value. Then you can go with the calculation. Here.
Yeah, clear, ma'am.
Okay, good. So like I have given an example, no, like how the question pattern will be, like how it will be asked in the examination. In case if it is a descriptive type, so this is how, no, like it would be asked. I mean, not the exact same pattern, but this is just an example. And like if it is a, no, like MCQ question, so you have to do the calculation separately, and you have to choose the correct and, like appropriate answer, no, whatever they have given as choices. Okay, so 3 questions. What is the most economical number of units to order? How many orders should placed in a year? How often should an order be placed? So 3 questions. You have 3 different calculations for that. So everything is based on EOQ, economic, order, quantity. Yep. So just go through these calculations after I have, no, like shared the PPT, and before your exam, as I said, no, like again, go through this, you will have a better understanding. Okay, so now we are coming to logistics and supply chain. So of course, inventory is a part of, no, like supply chain concept, and logistic just refers to the transportation of goods, movement of goods wherever the goods are moved, whether it's moved from the procurement, the origin, that is point of origin, to the production floor. So that is logistics. When the goods move within the production floor, that is also logistics. And when the goods are moved from finished goods or semi-finished goods are moved from, transported from production unit to warehouse, that is also considered as logistics. And moves inside the warehouse for various processes, from one zone to another zone, again that is also logistics. And for distribution and last mile delivery to the customer, of course, that is also logistics. So whenever there is a movement of goods from point A to point B, from point B to point C, so that is considered as logistics. And logistics is a part of supply chain. Okay. So logistics and supply chain, no, like especially supply chain. Okay. Any companies, no, like to be, no, like performing good in the industry, or no, like for getting a good name, or no, like doing well in the industry, and no, like with the customers, so they have to, know, like strictly follow these 7 R's, that is right product. So whatever the customer has ordered, so that product has to be, like sent to the customer, delivered to the customer, and not the wrong product. Right quantity, how much ever the customer has ordered, so the right quantity has to be sent. Right condition and quality should be good. Right place, so wherever the customer wants to deliver the order, so that place, no, like that particular place, the order should be, that is the goods should be delivered right time. Okay, so within the stipulated time, whatever, no, is being promised to the customer, so within that stipulated time, mentioned time, the product has to reach the customer. Right customer, uh, whoever has placed the order, they should receive the order. It shouldn't be sent to the wrong customer, and at the right price. So why right prices? Like sometimes there may be fluctuations in price, no, when the customer has ordered the product, the price may be something. So before the product is being processed and sent to the customer, there may be, like changes, no, in the price. It may, like go up or come down, but that shouldn't be, like it shouldn't be collected from the customer. So whatever the company has promised, like when at the point of sale, that is when the customer uh, promises to buy the price, no, for which the customer promises to buy, only that price has to be collected. That is, only that money has to be collected from the customer, not more. Clear? So any company, any any SCM company has to strictly follow this 7 R's, okay, to maintain good, uh, good, to maintain good name in the industry, to have, good shareholders, stakeholders relationship, and to have, like good customer relationship as well. So supply chain management flow. So how it flows? The product flows, the money flows, information flows. Okay, I have mentioned money 2 times. Okay, so it's product, information, money, and technology. Sorry, that I have mentioned 2 times, money and money. It's technology. Okay, so products, of course, products flow from one zone to another zone, that is from one point to another point. And money flows, of course, there is no like money involved in the trade. Okay, and information flows, that is each and everyone like they will be informed of like about the product, where it is going, when it is going, what should be done on the product, who is the receiver of the product, who is the supplier, who is the producer. So everyone in the supply chain that chain like they will be having that information, and that information will be like getting passed from one area, that is one zone, to another zone in the supply chain process. And finally, the technology. The technology is like if a process if a particular technology is being followed in the production unit, so in the storage unit as well as during the delivery, that is a product delivery, and during the other processes being done on the product, the same technology has to be followed, or some kind of technology which is directly related to the technology which is being like carried in the production process. So that has to be done. So it cannot again go back to a conventional method of delivering the product or distributing the product. For example, if the if the company decides to say like attaching the barcode on the product primary package itself. So you would have seen cosmetic items like comes in tubes, that is like whatever like face creams, body lotions. So on the primary package itself like the barcode, yeah, the barcode will be attached, I mean that it would be like sticked or attached to the primary package itself. So in that case, when scanning is being done in the warehouse, they cannot ask the production company to not to go with the process of sticking the barcode in the secondary package. So that is the company's decision, so they cannot go with some other decision on their own. So the technology should be it should be flowed in the same manner. Okay, so wherever they are using it, so that should be followed in the till last mile delivery to the customer. So products flow, money flow, information flows, as well as technology also flows. Okay, so logistic processes and flows. So we have inbound process. Inbound process refers to goods flowing into the supply chain activity. That is procurement, transportation from the origin, that is like point of origin to the factory or to the warehouse. So once the production is over, transportation of finished or semi-finished goods from the factory to the warehouse. So all these involves inbound process. And then we have in-process logistics. First one is inbound logistics, and then is in-process logistics. In-process logistics is something that wherever the process is done on the goods, within the production floor or within the warehouse. That is, in production floor, from one machinery to another machinery, the product moves, completes one like kind of processing. Then again it moves to another machine and like completes another kind of processing, and finally comes as a finished or semi-finished product. So in process logistics. And again in the warehouse you can see that the product like once it enters a warehouse, go to the scanning area, get scanned, get stored, again taken out from the shelf, like a quality checking being done, packaging done, labeling done. So these processes are being done. So all these processes like it comes under in process logistics. Outbound logistics, so that starts when the customer orders a project. when the customer orders, demands a project, from that point onwards, outbound logistics starts. That is, for delivering the product to the customer, the product is taken out of the shelf. That is, retrieved from the shelf. And process are being done. Finally, the product is packaged and sent to the customer by transportation. That is outbound logistics. Reverse logistics is sometimes like something that when the customer doesn't want the product anymore, or the customer is not accepting the product. Reasons maybe many late delivery of the product, or a wrong product, wrong size, wrong color, wrong customer, wrong place of delivery, uh, defective product, damaged product, anything. Anything can be the reason. So for any reason, the customer is sending back the product. So they doesn't want the product. So automatically it comes back to the factory or comes back to the warehouse. That is known as reverse logistics. So inbound logistics, the raw materials comes into the factory, into the warehouse. In process logistics, the goods, the materials moves within the production floor, within the warehouse. Outbound logistics, customer orders a product and process being done on the product and sent for delivery in transit or transported. Reverse logistics refers to when the product is being returned back, that is sales return. Sales return happening in the company. Clear?
Yeah, clear, ma'am.
Okay. And then we have logistic. Okay, Mohammed Shanif. Logistic strategies. So few strategies, these logistic companies, they follow, especially in warehouses, they follow it. First one is postponement strategy. So postponement strategy is something like, they don't go with the end product, and end product and go with the storage of the product. So the components will be readily available. That will be readily made available in the warehouse, in the storage unit. The components required to make a complete product. So that is a spare parts. Usually, locally we call as spare parts. That will be made available in the factory floor or in the warehouse. And only when the customer orders for that particular product, they will start assembling the product, or they will start producing the product and send it to the market or to the customer. That is postponing the production, postponing the assembly of the product. So this is a postponement strategy. Why? Because sometimes after completely making or complete product, making a complete product and storing it in shelf, the customers likes may it may change, immediately change. Like if a competitor company comes with something different, a value added product, better than the product which this company is holding in hands. So the customers may directly shift to that competitor company's product. So in order to avoid that, the spare parts and everything, the components required for making a whole product, that will be made available. So after receiving the order from the customer, it will be the final assembly or the final production will be done and the product will be sent. So this is one strategy. And then is consolidation, that is making us all the small unitized products, making it as a single large bulk package for easy transportation. So that is consolidation. Standardization is sticking on to some standard market standards or the global standards. For example, the global standard for measuring liquid is liters. So usually we mention liquid, measure liquid in liters. Same as with other foreign countries as well, Australia or Europe or US or whatever. They also measure with liters only. If it is 1 liter, it means 1000 milliliter. Same. So this is a standardization. So there is no difference. The few difference you can see is between the mass, okay, solid mass, which is we here call it as kg, kilograms. they may call it as like tons or quintals or whatever, like. So that is the difference. And here we distance we usually measure it in kilometers. There they measure it in miles. So only few differences are there. Otherwise, standardization is something where the global standards are maintained all over the world for easy understanding of business communication in not only in supply chain but in all other like industries. Differentiation is something like a product can be differentiated in the sense something on the product, maybe the packaging or the color of the product, some kind of differentiation may be done on the product based on the market where it is sold. So say like product, if the market is like Japan, if the customers are from Japan, so they usually don't go with like mass or like bulk products. Okay, so bulk machinery they usually don't like it. So they want everything minimalized. So that is their like way of like working things minimalized. So the same product that can be that can be like produced in a minimalized form, or few countries would have been like have like some favorite colors, so those colors can be added in the packages while the company is delivering the product to that particular market. So this is a differentiation. Okay, so according to the people, according to the customer, or according to the market, according to the country where the products are being distributed, so differentiation on the product is acceptable. And customization is customizing the product according to customers demand or customers wish. For example, like you would have heard like in UAE, I think so. I mean, many years back, like I saw a picture in a newspaper that one sheikh, Dubai sheikh, or like Arab sheikh. So he had this customized BMW, I think so, BMW, completely like gold, made of gold plated, or whatever. Okay, BMW, completely like the everything, the dashboard, the outer body, everything. Yes, everything was like completely like out of gold. So this is called customization. But the company is BMW. BMW doesn't go with gold cars. Okay. Since the customer has demanded a customization, especially asked for it and ready to pay for it, customization can be done for the product. Sorting is something like like the what do you say, differentiating the packages according to the area or according to the customer group where the products are being delivered. That is sorting. Usually like we will see it in like we would have like heard it about in how postal services work. In post offices, postal services, like not now presently, we don't know how it's functioning, but say it or 10 years, 15 years back, how postal services were working. So all the letters to one particular area will be sorted out from a huge package, from a consolidated package. All the letters which is going to one particular area will be sorted, and that will be taken out for distribution. Okay, so this is how it works. That is called sorting. Assortment is something like we have just seen like sweet assortment, or like that is packaging different kind of product as one single package and delivering it to the customer instead of different product, I mean different packages.
What is logistics and supply chain? Correct. Logistics and supply chain.
Whom you are asking? Oh, he is asking his friend. Okay, Muhammad Shanif. So while you're like speaking, discussing with your friends, please mute your audio. Okay. Yeah.
What is this?
Yes, Sadir Khan.
SCM. What is SCM?
Sorry.
SCM.
Supply chain management. SCM is supply chain management.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Yeah,
you.
supply chain is something where no the goods are supplied from one zone to another zone. Yeah, so goods are produced in one particular zone. That goods no like it's moved to another zone. It's being supplied to another zone, that is to the production floor. Again, that is no being supplied to the warehouse. Again, the products are being supplied to the market through retailers, wholesalers, and distributors, or sometimes no directly supplied to the final customers. So this
Yeah.
chain of supply is called supply chain. And managing the activities of the supply chain is supply chain management.
See,
Yeah,
all
okay.
the activities are such as storing, transportation, and
Exactly.
collecting the order. Collecting the order also is a part of supply chain.
Of course, no, like customer feedback. Nowadays, customer feedback also no like comes under supply chain.
Of course. Yeah,
Okay, okay,
that's
okay, okay.
fine.
Yeah. Yes.
Continue,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes. So assortment, that is something that usually when you know like order online packages, no online orders. So you may place order at the same time. Same time you will know pay for all the orders you have placed. One single payment no, for all the orders you have placed. But it may come as different packages that no we all have experienced. But instead of not doing that, because I mean, no, like unnecessary packaging, unnecessary, no, like transportation time, no, like everything is being wasted. So instead of that, no, like assortment can be done. So all the packages, whatever I have ordered for, no, like say, no, like I have ordered for a mobile, a laptop, two pen drives, an earphone, everything, okay, together. So everything can be, no, assorted, make it made as a single package or consolidated package, and it can be sent to me instead of no like though it may be from different no like the producers may be different. Laptop may be from Lenovo, mobile may be from Samsung, I mean the headphones may be from no like again some other company, the USB may be from no like SanDisk or whatever it is, no like, but it can be made it as a single pack assorted package, no, and it can be delivered to be, so that economy of scale is met. So these are the logistic strategies followed by the companies, especially in warehouses. And again, if the company is having its own warehouse, then the warehouse has to follow whatever the company is asking them to do. Okay. Otherwise, if the warehouse is being run by a third party agency, that is, if the warehousing concept is being like outsourced to a third party agency, the company doesn't have an own warehouse. The warehousing is like being outsourced. In that case, with the request of the company, warehouse people can do these things, provided the company has to pay more other than the storage cost. Clear?
Clear.
Okay.
Yeah, clear.
So, and then we have like product flow. Product flow is something like how the product moves within the production flow, that is, or within the warehouse. So we have three different types: simple flow, medium flow, complex flow. Simple flow is something the product comes into the warehouse, gets stored in the warehouse. When it is demanded by the market or by the customer, taken out from the shelf and gets distributed to the party. So this is simple flow. So product comes in, gets stored, taken out, being sent to the customer or sent to the market. Simple flow. Medium flow is something where the product comes into the warehouse, gets stored, taken out for like some process. Process may be packaging, quality checking or labeling, attaching barcode, whatever it is. Some process is being done. Again gets stored in the shelf, maybe in another zone. And when the order from the customer comes in, the product is again taken out and sent for delivery. Medium flow, product comes in, gets stored, taken out, process is done, again stored, again taken out and transported to the customer. Complex flow is something where the product is being like handled too many times. That is, material handling, the product handling is being done too many times. That is, product comes into the warehouse, gets stored, taken out, a process done, again gets stored, again taken out, again a process done, again gets stored and then taken out, again a process is done, then finally moves out. Once all the process is over, finally moves out of the warehouse. This is complex flow. So this is how the product moves into the warehouse. So we can differentiate. For example, if the product is if the product has a simple flow, okay, simple flow. Simple flow means product comes in, gets stored, moves out of the warehouse. In this case, you can notice that no process is being done on the product. That is, quality checking is not being done, packaging is not done, labeling is not done. That means all these things are already done in the production house itself. Everything is done in the production house. So all these warehouse people have to do is scan the carton, store the carton. Once the order comes, retrieve the carton from the shelf and send it to the customer. Again, medium flow, if you notice, so product comes in, gets stored, taken out. So one process is done, again gets stored and taken out for delivery. So here, most of the process is done in the production floor itself, whereas just one process or two process are pending, which has to be done in the warehouse. Complex flow, if you notice, all the process on product, it is being done in the warehouse only. Quality checking, like barcode attaching and scanning, packing, primary packing, tertiary packaging, packaging, labeling, everything done in warehouse only. So this is complex flow where the product is being handled too many times. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Any example, ma'am, of that complex flow?
Usually, for better understanding, like when I'm teaching students, usually I always mention these supply chain warehouse concepts with like things happening in our kitchen or in our household. So simple flow is something you go to grocery store, supermarket, buy like a bottle of Pepsi or Coke, come to your house, refrigerate it, keep it in the refrigerator. So when you want to consume it, open, you take it out, consume it. So that's it. That is simple flow. Medium flow, I give an example as like preparing coffee or tea. That is, if you want to consume tea or coffee, you buy milk, get stored in the refrigerator. So when you want to consume it, you cannot take it out and consume it directly. You have to make some process in the milk. Boil it, add coffee, add sugar, and then you have to have it. So one process is being done before you're consuming it, before distributing it. Your mother distributes it to you. Okay, so that is medium flow. Complex flow is something like where we prepare like biryani or sadhya, whatever. So vegetables, chicken, whatever meat items, the masalas, oil, ghee, everything comes in, rice, basmati rice, everything comes in. So see how
Like
many
this
times
grocery item.
products are handled. How many times these products are handled,
Like
right?
this grocery item.
Yeah, so many times the products are handled before preparing a complete sadhya or a biryani. This is complex flow. Get stored in the refrigerator, taken out, a process is being done, adding this thing, adding that thing, again a process being done, and keeping it in low flame, high flame, transferring it to like a container, like a hot box, then finally distributing it to the customer. So this is a like very simple example. Usually, I mention to the students, so that they can easily relate it to the concept.
Yeah,
Clear?
ma'am. Yeah, clear.
Yeah. So biryani, it's clear. Okay, fine. Okay, so and then we have like product rotation. Product flow is different. Product rotation is different. Product flow refers to the movement of the products within the warehouse, whereas product rotation refers to how fast the product moves out of the warehouse. That is how fast it goes out of the warehouse. We have high rotation product, medium rotation, low rotation. High rotation products are always in demand by the customer. So the products don't even have time to like stay in the warehouse for some time, like milk, petroleum products, so like LPG cylinders. So this is like highly in demand in the market. So on a daily basis, people need this. So this is high rotation products like FMCG products, CPG products, high rotation. So the product doesn't even have time to stay in the warehouse, get stored in the warehouse for some time. So it quickly moves out of the warehouse as soon as it comes in. So this is high rotation. Medium rotation is something like seasonal products, like which we don't which the customer don't demand on a daily basis, but maybe on a weekly basis, or like on a month. I mean, for like once in a month or twice in a month, or maybe seasonal products. For example, flowers and like decorative items like Christmas decorations, Onam decorations. So these are like medium rotation. People need it, of course, but not on a daily basis. So these products stay in the warehouse for some time. Okay. And low rotation products or something, like they can be considered as dead stock. Dead stock, which is not in demand by the customer or not in demand by the market anymore. That is mostly these products will stay in the warehouse for a longer period of time. Low rotation, people don't demand it anymore because it may be old fashioned, outdated, so don't demand it anymore at all. So it's better for the company or for the warehouse people to immediately discard these products as soon as possible. Either like any marketing strategy can be used, like marketing mix or something can be made available, and the products can be sent to the market as soon as possible, or the product has to be like discarded. If it is a perishable product or the product is reaching its expiry date, it can be like discarded as soon as possible, because of course it's going to become like a loss for the company. Clear? So this is the difference between product flow and product rotation. Flow is how the product flows into the warehouse, flows within the production unit. Product rotation is like how fast the product goes out of the warehouse. Clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. And then finally, we have green logistics, that is sustainable SCM, sustainable supply chain management. So trading, like trading business, especially like in logistics, there is a high chance of like wastages happening during the time of procurement, during the time of transportation. And Roshan, just now he came in. Okay. At the time of like storage, manufacturing, packaging, like many wastages happen. And it's very hard for the companies to manage these wastages. So they have come up with like a policy called green logistics. I mean, to minimize the wastage, the Japanese production firms, they have already like they have come up with lean technology, LEAN, lean technology, lean principles. So which has to be strictly followed in any production unit. It was followed in the production units initially when it was like came into picture, but right now not only the production people, not only the production industry, but almost all the industry follow this lean technology, LEAN. So it focuses on minimizing the wastage in the sense, not only wastage in the material, wastage in the cost, wastage in the goods, wastage in the package, wastage in time, wastage in manpower, everything. Okay. So using this technology or using these principles, they try to like avoid wastage or minimize the wastage. So in procurement, you can see like because of mishandling, like spillage happens. So like properly the materials has to be handled and to avoid mishandling and spillage. And then transportation, during transportation also, if the driver, the truck drivers or the transportation people, like they are not good in uh, using the vehicle, like they may cause like accidents, and like products may like spill out from the transportation vehicle. So sometimes even the outdated containers, because containers, the transportation containers, like the cargo containers, usually they are made of no like tin or no like iron metal ores. So obviously after some time, no, the what do you say, the age of any container is no like hardly 10 to 12 years. So after that, no like anyhow it will become no like rusted or scratched or no like it will become damaged somewhere. So it has to be reused or no sent to scrap. So mostly the companies no like go with the reuse of these containers as office spaces, as no like houses, or as no like even no like recently FIFA World Cup no happened in Qatar, right? So a stadium was built entirely with the no containers, right? It happened last year, I think so. So a stadium was no in Qatar, the stadium was no completely no like it was no like built with the containers, which has been no discarded by the transportation no like companies, sea transportation companies. So and use of electric vehicles, no properly how to use electric vehicles, avoid rash driving, using drone deliveries wherever it is possible. So using these no like the carbon imprint no that can be no like lessened. And warehouse and storage like mostly in packing session you can see like lot of wastages happening, because people doesn't know how to handle the material, how to handle the packing or packaging material. They don't know how to stick on the label properly on the carton or on the like the product. So proper training has to be given to these people before handling those things. So with the help of proper training and everything, so wastages and spillage can be avoided. And all the inventory in the warehouse, inventory in the sense all the fixtures and everything, and even in the production floor, every now and then a service has to be done on the machines, machineries, fixtures, the electrical components, even the shelves and racks and everything. Because if something no happens, if say for example, if one bolt in like a shelf it gets rusted or it's loosened, the whole rack falls off. So all the goods stored in the rack, so everything gets damaged. So every now and then like a proper servicing has to be done. And manufacturing, of course, many like a lot of scraps will be like happening. So again, with prior training and everything, so that can be avoided. So packing section like proper use of packing materials, that is the right kind of packing materials can be used for packing the goods. And sticking on to consolidation instead of unitized goods, receiving the different packages, instead of that receiving assorted package or consolidated package, that will help in minimizing the packing. Okay, so this is how green logistics or sustainable SCM is followed very strictly. 20 years back or 15 years back, it was not considered too much in warehouse industries or in logistic industry. But right now, each and every logistic industry, we are very strictly following these sustainable SCM, or sticking on to the lean principles to minimize the wastages. Clear?
Clear, ma'am.
Okay. So if you could switch on your video for some time, so that would be better. I want to take just a screenshot. So if you could switch on your okay, this is how it works, right? Okay, for some time. So in the meantime, you can ask doubts if you have one. Yes. Oh, thank you, Subir. And yes, only Subir has switched on the video. How about others? What happened? Okay. Oh, Nambiar is a panther. I don't know. Okay. Mr. Nambiar. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ajkar. Thank you, Alfred. Thank you, Anwar. Yes, thank you, Nambiar. Thank you. Please no switch on your video. Ansari, yes, thank you. Please, others as well, no, like just for no, like a few seconds, let me take a screenshot so that no, like it will be no, like it will be in the record, and then you can know, like in the meantime, you can ask doubts if you want to ask regarding the logistic concepts or the strategies or the with the those inventory cost and related things. Yes. Yes, thank you, Hiba. Yes, any doubts?
No, ma'am, no. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So
Excuse
PPT
me,
will be, yeah, yes.
ma'am, which date your exam? So any date?
Sorry.
Which date your exam?
See, regarding your
Exam dates will be,
exams, yeah, please check
exam
with
dates
the
can be
representatives.
inform you later from Eduwing itself. It's not regarding this online class. In between, you don't have to ask this because student affairs team will be informing you these informations later only. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Okay. Good night, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Good night. Yes.
Good night, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank